Nashville singing a sad song.
Does Boston love that dirty water?
Will a baby help Gary Busey get real?
And do oil and water still not mix? For everything going on in your world this week, this is Top Story Weekly.
Good evening. Here's our top story. Floodwaters in Nashville have destroyed millions of dollars worth of gear belonging to country musicians. In other words, the floods have managed to do some good.
On Monday, BP announced they would pay for the cleanup of the Gulf oil spill. They also announced that gasoline will now cost $20,000 a gallon.
A water main break in Boston left the city without clean drinking water for 48 hours, commented a Bostonian.
On the bright side, I finally have a wicked pisser excuse for drinking Irish whiskey at 7 o'clock in the morning. How you like them apples?
Arizona is putting an end to the state's program of having surveillance cameras along Phoenix area freeways to detect speeders. Instead, the cameras will be reprogrammed to detect people who are not white.
A European court is considering a law that would ban foreigners from smoking in Amsterdam's cannabis cafes. The law is tentatively titled The Plan to Ruin Amsterdam's Tourism Industry.
In a new interview, Bristol Palin says that she supports herself financially by working 5 days a week. Added Palin.
For 40 hours a week, I go to an office and I just call my mom and I ask her for money. I mean, hey, just working for the weekend. Am I right? Right?
A TSA worker in Miami was arrested after attacking a colleague who repeatedly made fun of his small penis. The man was arrested after a brief police chase involving his Lamborghini.
And now, where hard news meets Hollywood with the entertainment news, is our own Cosmo Coenga.
Porn star SASHA Grey has landed a role on the upcoming season of HBO's Entourage. Grey's acting talents fit in with the rest of the cast due to her previous experience in sucking. Gary Busey and his girlfriend are developing a new show about their life as a family with a new 3-month-old baby. The show will feature Busey's girlfriend wiping up drool, changing diapers, and also taking care of a 3-month-old baby. Conan O'Brien's appearance on 60 Minutes helped CBS to a ratings victory last Sunday, which proves that when some late-night talk show hosts appear in primetime, the ratings actually improve. And finally, Jennifer Lopez said she wouldn't avoid seeing a Ben Affleck movie just because they're exes. Instead, she'd avoid seeing a Ben Affleck movie because it's a Ben Affleck movie. You're welcome!
Thank you, Cosmo.
You're welcome!
She is a doll. On Monday, Coleman Andrews' book, The Country Cooking of Ireland, was named the best cookbook of the year by the James Beard Foundation. The foundation was impressed that Andrews found 75 different ways to boil a potato.
In Australia, on Free Comic Book Day, a comic book shop owner dressed as Spider-Man stopped a would-be thief from taking a comic book. Still no word on how someone can steal a comic book on Free Comic Book Day.
An Associated Press poll found that 1 out of 3 married women say that their pets are better listeners than their husbands. Commented one of the pollsters.
Yeah, these women said that their pets were better listeners. And then they rambled on, something, blah, blah, blah. I really don't remember what they were saying, but you know how ladies are, right?
A A team of biologists have reported they believe Neanderthals mated with modern humans and left their imprint on the human genome. The biologists came to this conclusion after watching season 1 of Jersey Shore.
According to the New England Journal of Medicine, a baby is born with syphilis every hour in China. Also, every hour in China, 5 million babies without syphilis are born.
A German man has gotten married to his pet cat. Said the man's brother.
I'm just glad I'm not the black sheep of the family. That'd be my wife. Who's a black sheep?
According to a new study, depression can be cured by administering a small daily dose of electricity to the brain. Unfortunately, the new treatment will be unable to help Amish Morrissey fans.
And now, with an in-depth look at some of the week's big stories, is the segment that's twice as important as AC 360, Phillip Wilburn, and TSW 720.
Suck it, Anderson Cooper. And thank you, Melissa and Kipleigh. The European Union has proposed a mega billion-dollar bailout for the floundering Greek economy. But how will this crisis affect the U.S. economy, you ask? Well, let's find out when we talk to President Barack Obama. Thanks for being here, Mr. President.
Thank you, Phil. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, this Greek budget deficit is almost 14% of the GDP. Do these figures worry you?
Well, it's all Greek to me. Get it? It's great. It's great.
I get it, Mr. President. Are you concerned about the riots in Greece? Do you think they could spread?
Well, Philip, I'm more concerned about the riots from the Justin Bieber concert. Is this thing on?
I don't know what thing you're talking about. Do you have a plan to avoid the Greek-style meltdown by helping our deficit?
Yes, our plan is to tie the debt to my approval ratings, then they're guaranteed to go down. Oh, booyah!
Mr. President, are you just repackaging your material from the correspondence dinner?
No, this is Leno's material. If it was my material, I'd be killing.
President Barack Obama, everybody! Now, another big story is the effort to slow the gush of oil in the Gulf. BP has lowered this large steel concrete box over the leak. Here to discuss the scientific merit of this plan is Dr. Sterling. Dr. Sterling?
Good to be here, Phil.
Good to have you, Dr. Sterling. Now, your plan is to cover the oil leak with what is essentially a large box.
Well, Philip, it's a little simplistic to call it a box. It's actually a 4-story containment vessel made of steel and concrete with a hexahedral structure.
Like a box.
We prefer containment vessel. It's more sciencey.
Okay, but we've heard that your so-called containment vessel cannot hold the oil. So what's next?
Oh, Philip, Fallopian. Plan A was always just a stopgap so that we could implement Plan B, which is to secure the box over the wellhead with a futuristic poly-bonded strip. Silver lined, of course.
You mean like duct tape?
Poly-bonded strip! It's sciencey! And if that doesn't work, we can always go to Plan C.
Oh my God, what is Plan C?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Philharmonic. Plan C is perhaps the most sciencey plan we've ever had. We're going to take individual strips of mashed up tree pulp and use that to absorb the oil. It's a quicker, thicker picker-upper.
Okay, you just described Bounty paper towels right down to their tagline. Dr. Sterling, you are a bad scientist.
Oh, really, Philly? Really? Would a bad scientist have an invisibility cloak?
Okay, I can see you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can
No,
see you.
no, you cannot see. I have the power of invisibility!
Bad scientist, everyone! And finally, the president of Nigeria died Wednesday. Mourners are urged to kindly send $10,000 via wire transfer to the Union Bank of Nigeria to secure a share of the president's vast fortune. For Top Story Weekly, I'm Phillip Wilburn, and I broke all my Fabergé eggs. Good night!